Breaking royal tradition in the most shocking way imaginable, Princess Catherine, the beloved Princess of Wales, has done what no royal has dared to do since Princess Diana. With tearful honesty and a mother's courage, she stood alone before the world, exposing the truth about the royal family's hidden pain and the unbearable pressures crushing her children. Tonight, we take you inside the full, unfiltered story of Catherine's emotional confession, the speech that has shaken Buckingham Palace to its very core and changed the future of the monarchy forever. And don't forget to hide that subscribe button so we can bring you more of this. In what was supposed to be an ordinary day outside Kensington Palace, cameras rolled as Catherine stepped out alone, her face pale, her hands trembling slightly. But when she began to speak, her voice carried the weight of every unspoken truth buried within palace walls. This was no polished royal statement. It was raw, heartfelt, and deeply human. She declared that she could no longer stay silent about the way her children, George, Charlotte, and Louis, were being raised under suffocating royal expectations. It was a moment that defied every rule of the monarchy's code of silence. Catherine's voice wavered as she admitted that being a mother in the royal family was nothing like what the public imagined. Behind the glitz and photo-perfect smiles, her children were being raised in an environment that valued duty over joy and obedience over innocence. They deserve to laugh, to run, to be free, she said through tears. Those words struck like thunder across the United Kingdom, a mother's cry breaking through centuries of silence. For the first time, the world heard that royal children's lives are not their own. Catherine revealed how her little one's daily routines, from playtime to lessons, were orchestrated not by love, but by image. Every laugh rehearsed, every gesture studied, every smile timed for the cameras. It wasn't childhood, it was performance. And in her own words, their hearts are being trained to hide. What Catherine described next chilled listeners. The royal household, she claimed, conditions heirs from birth to suppress emotion, to smile when told, to grieve in silence, to never show fear. The same cold protocols that once broke Diana's spirit were now being passed down to another generation. Catherine's tone hardened as she declared, "No child should be raised to believe love must be earned through perfection." The world immediately drew parallels to the late Princess Diana. Though Catherine never said her name, the resemblance was undeniable. Her courage, her vulnerability, and her defiance echoed the same energy Diana once carried when she confronted the monarchy's unfeeling traditions. It was as if Diana's voice lived again through Catherine, a warning from the past repeating itself in a new generation. As Catherine's confessions spread like wildfire, Prince William reportedly broke down in tears behind palace doors. Insiders revealed that he was torn apart, caught between his duty as the future king and his love as a husband and father. Haunted by the ghost of his mother's tragedy, he realized the cycle was repeating itself. And this time, it was his own family paying the price. Within hours, Buckingham Palace entered crisis mode. Senior aides scrambled to manage the fallout. King Charles and Queen Camilla were said to be furious, calling Catherine's words reckless and damaging. An emergency meeting was held to discuss damage control, including silencing Catherine through carefully crafted press releases and legal restrictions. The eerie echoes of how Diana was once isolated felt almost too real. Then came the breaking point, a heated confrontation between Charles and William. Sources say the king demanded that Catherine issue a formal apology and withdraw her remarks. But William, standing firm, refused. He allegedly told his father, "If you silence her, you silence me." That single sentence marked the greatest father-son divide since the days of Prince Charles and Diana. The monarchy itself seemed to tremble under the weight of William's defiance. Around the world, millions rallied behind Catherine. Social media exploded with messages of love and solidarity. The hashtags #StandWithCatherine and #ProtectTheChildren dominated every platform. Vigils were held outside Kensington Palace and in cities from London to New York. People called her not just a princess, but a hero, a mother who had the courage to stand against a centuries-old system for the sake of her children. Finally, Catherine returned to the public eye, not as a royal, but as a mother who had made her choice. In a brief but powerful statement, she vowed that her children would no longer be performers for a crown. No more staged appearances, no more press-controlled smiles. She and William would raise them as children first, royals second. And in that moment, William appeared beside her, hand in hand, tears glistening in his eyes. His silence spoke volumes, a declaration that he chose love, not legacy. And so, history repeats, but this time, the ending might be different. Princess Catherine's confession has not only shaken the monarchy, but also reignited the conversation about humanity behind royal titles. In a world where image often outweighs emotion, her bravery reminds us that even within palaces of gold, hearts can still break, and voices can still rise. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.